Hi, I'm Skeletons and I make cartoons for a living. Today I'm making a band. Our fruits, you see. We'll be making some characters, an album cover, and a back cover, a logo, and maybe a little bit of something, you know, for the end of it. So come join me and watch me make a punk rock band. Our fruits, alright? What the fuck? So last year of October, I did Inktober, 31 days with 31 drawings, and it was super fun. But the last drawing that I've made was this apple dude, all cut up and stuff like that. I thought it would be super cool, and I was sharing it around with some friends, most notably Bradderfield. He said, "Looking cool. It reminds me of a punk rock t-shirt design, you know? Awesome. Super cool. I can't believe you made that. Whoa!" That got me thinking, fruit band. Wait, what? So, because I've already drawn this apple dude, and I recreated him using Krita and Photoshop, and then I started thinking of the other fruits that I wanted to put in the band and the logo. Started making the strawberry, the pineapple, and the watermelon, and by that point I already had like 4 members of the band. Inspiration of the logo was kind of one of those like food chart things that you see in your cafeteria, you know, with like the circle and they're like cut up and shit. Thought it would be really cool to have like kind of sections of 4 representing the 4 members, and then the horns to make it look like a demon logo. I thought maybe I can just make another member and make him like a banana, you know, for the horns or whatever, but the curved horns looked really weird, and I liked the angled horns better. It looks cooler and it fits nicely. Drawing seeds and then the X for eyes, and that was my logo. After all of the sketching, I inked all of the drawings and the logo and transferred them all into Photoshop. I mostly just used the apple for the color as the base, you know, to fit in the same universe, you know. I don't want to make them like fucking purple or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Coloring all the dudes were actually really fun, and I loved using the red for the blood, because I can just go ham on all the blood, doing some creative stuff with it. The strawberry, I thought of him being like a cut rose thing. You know, when you find it in like a fancy restaurant and you just see like a strawberry that kind of looks like a rose and it's like cut up like that. I just thought of that, but it was proven that it was actually kind of annoying, and I totally just gave up the fucking idea entirely. And then I thought of doing half of a strawberry only on the top half. I kind of wanted to do that, and it actually worked a lot more better than what I was intentionally gonna do. So yeah, that was whatever. For like every type of fruit, I wanted to put like a different knife that's sticking on the head of the fruit, and I thought it would be really fucking cool. The strawberry was short and quick, and I just started going for the next fruit on the chopping block. The pineapple was kind of weird, mostly trying to figure out the head, but I'm just really stupid. I thought it having holes, like squared holes on the face of the pineapple, and having the blood just drip down into its mouth. Again, it was kind of weird, but it was kind of interesting at the same time, just thinking about that. I don't know, I kind of also like the idea of just all the blood that's just dripping down off the head. The watermelon was actually kind of cool. I made the whole mouth covered in blood, kind of like a pumpkin head, and it was so damn fun to figure out how to show what's the inside of the head was, while also having the knife piercing through the head as well. I liked doing that. It was super fun. I just really enjoyed it. Also, if you actually take a good look at the characters, you might actually notice that all of the characters have like different types of like hand gestures, well, arm gestures. Basically, like one has their arms crossed, one has having their arms down, but they're holding on to like their ties, and it's like all of them are different, and I just really like that. That one was a really cool touch that I went for. Because I can't draw circles for shit, I just used the shape tool to recreate the logo. At first it was kind of hard to try to figure out like how to do it, but as soon as I started getting the idea how to do it, and then it basically was just done after all. Though the X for the eyes were kind of weird, so I had to remake them. I figured out the name of the band, and I decided calling it Fruit Cuts. I realized I also had to write the name too. I was searching for fonts to flip, and I remembered back in the Fall Out Boy and Green Day video that I downloaded another font, but I scrapped it because I found a different font that basically fit better into the picture. The font that I'm using is Autumn Regular. I don't know what made me want to use this font. I just really like the bold and mostly squared font that it is. Angles are really sick. So I just cut up some pieces from the letters and made like a little design behind the text, it with some boxes and some triangles, finish all the art, the logo, and I started thinking of what the cover would look like. I wanted to show all the characters, but I wanted to give that sharp look, like how the Gorillas did with their Demon Days cover, because that cover is so memorable and it's so clever that I kind of wanted to do the same thing, but Fruit Cuts way. I didn't want to steal it, so whatever. And then I thought of something super cool. I wanted to call the album Connecting to My Coffin. I wanted the lines to link, or chains behind the boxes, having the characters inside like coffins. And after that, I got super hyped. I was like, holy shit. And then I put everything together. The art, the logo, the parental advisor thing, cause it's edgy, and etc. Now it's onwards to the back. Mostly for the album back, you have some designs and you have the names of the songs are in the album itself. And then I realized that I need another font, but I was in my zone at the moment. I was like, I'm gonna use the same font that I just did with the logo. But there was an issue. I only did 7 letters for that logo. So I spent almost like 2 hours having to make the full alphabet just so I can use any of the letters. I don't know why I did that. Cutting boxes off of the letters on each one, and wrote down all the song titles and then some. I want to do some cool titles, and I kind of want to make a story out of it. Your Last Breath is the start of the album. That's when the character is dying and is losing hope, going into Punch Bowl, when the character snipes out of it and is reliving the past mistakes, redoing all of the evil that he has been doing before, and then started enjoying eating this forbidden fruit, quote unquote. Skipping into the Under the Skin, where he realized that this isn't a life that he wanted, but he has done too much for him to forgive. Cutting coma is when the moment where the person is dying and regrets all the things that he has done. He passes and then goes into the Hell Club. He is deemed as an evil monster and forces himself to change to be better, but it's already too late. Slowly, the mechanical sunrise rises, bringing the album to a close. Maybe the sunset is opening up again, starting this endless cycle of insanity and mental health. Maybe it's inside the head of the troubled soul that is trapped in the world of hate and is personally questioning his own beliefs and morals. All his personal demons is basically into a fight for himself. Or maybe it's just a sign of change, a type of rebirth, if you will. The person finally moves on and becomes better and lives the life of how he wanted it to be. Or I just thought of some really cool titles and I just threw them in. I don't know. I really liked it. It's only my interpretation.